Alright, so again we have a problem where it says on the interval 0 to pi. So that means we only are going to have solutions in the first period, or the first full rotation. So we look at this and we go, okay, we're working with cotangent, and we want the angle that's going to give us negative square root of 3. Remember, cotangent is adjacent over opposite. So when you're looking at your triangle, you want to think about that. This is going to be in the 30, 60, 90. And I'm going to sketch it out again. So adjacent over opposite. Well, it looks like that's going to be 30 degrees. So I can't just write that as my answer though, because this 30 degrees would be in quadrant 1, and we need cotangent to be negative. So I'm going to sketch out my coordinate grid. All students take calculus. Cotangent isn't in this. But remember, cotangent is a reciprocal of tangent, so it's going to follow the same negativity rules. So cotangent is going to be negative in quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. So I'm going to go ahead and draw an angle that falls in the second quadrant with a reference angle of 30. So my angle size here is going to be 180 minus 30, which is 150. This time I'm not going to mess up. So it's 3x over 2 equals 150 degrees. And that's going to be one of our answers. Now let's look at our answer that's going to fall in the fourth quadrant. Again, I draw my arrow with a reference angle of 30 degrees. To find the angle size, we're going to have to do 360 minus 30. And that's going to give us 330. So our second answer is 3x over 2 equals 330 degrees. And from here, you need to solve for x. So this is the extra step that gets thrown in with multiple angles. To get rid of this 3 halves, there's a couple things you can do. You can just multiply by 2 first, 2 over 1 to cancel that half, and you get 3x equals 300, and then divide by 3. So one of our answers is 100 degrees. Another way that you can do it in one step is to multiply by the reciprocal, 2/3. And they'll cancel out. And when you go over here, you'll also multiply by 2/3. And so this is the way that I do it because it's quicker. I can see that 3 goes into 330. Gives me 110 degrees. So then I do 110 times 2, and that's 220. So my two solutions here that are in between 0 and 360 are going to be x equals 100 degrees and 220 degrees.